Hey folks, Pudini3 here, and we are back with some more Against the Storm. So, we are coming back just after the patch has come out, update 1.3 as you can see here. And just going to have a quick look through here. I did read it in a bit more detail on the actual Steam update. Didn't pay attention to too much of it though. I would like a lot of it to come as a surprise. There were some interesting things like some changing cornerstones and a new event, like a new glade event here, which sounds kind of spooky. And then some quality of life improvements, among other things. So let's have a look. In this update, we bring you a brand new glade event, new cornerstones and perks, an improved and more precise tree marking tool, and various balance changes. We're also introducing several community-inspired UI improvements, various bug fixes, and many localization enhancements. Okay, so this is 1.2. So if we want to do some more deep delving into that, we'd go learn more. But not so much the point of this video, just going to get cracking onto playing a little bit. And then just discover them as we go. Oh yes, awesome. Oh, right, so this is one I did read. So now we can zoom out heaps further. I think before maybe it was like here, about as far out we could zoom. And now we can go all the way out. I think that's also in-game too, so this is quite handy. I like that. Okay, now we are up to the seal. Awesome. I had forgotten that we'd actually left it here. This is going to be quite tricky as well because the seal has completely new mechanics. So let's just jump right in. Now, they're about the same. This one's got a little bit more rewards. Let's do that one. Oh, that sounds creepy. Now, I'm unsure whether I just lower the difficulty because they're quite tricky to fill or to finish. No, actually, you know what? Let's go to the Smoldering City first. I just noticed we had a little bit of resources. Oh, and some deeds. Home decoration, not helpful for us right now. And that, not marble fountain. It's just a harmony decoration, not overly helpful. I did just want to see if we can get some upgrades though, or a upgrade, because we've got a little bit of food stockpile there. Still don't have any of these artifacts, but that's fine. Just to try and make this a little bit easier, so I'll go with the cheapest first. Another embarkation point might be helpful. Meat or vegetables, not so much. The human house, I think I did see humans as one of our choices just a second ago. Or the beaver house. Yeah. Gain 30 seconds of time after reaching maximum impatience to try and save your settlement. Like, that's useful. I've never had to actually use that, but that could be quite useful on a regular run. I'd be very surprised if that actually came into use on trying to crack open one of these seals though. Another embarkation bonus. That must be what these ones going up here more focused on. This one's worth 30, Herbalist Camp. Oh, you can choose it as your bonus, okay. I don't think I can afford any of these mainly because we don't have the prerequisite lower ones. Well, we could get 2 embarkation bonuses and... Oh, that'd be quite handy. 54, yeah, can't afford that anyway. So... I mean, that would be interesting if we chose this one. It actually did save my life, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's get that. I'll get the human house just because we had humans, and then... +1's not the... It's not going to hurt. Grab that too. Cool. Right, now let's tackle this beast. Yep, so we had the 4 humans and the 4 beavers. Because I picked the human perk, I will just choose them. Let's leave it on veteran. If I fail, it'll be utterly embarrassing for me because of how long I've played this game. But also, we could just do another run through to get back up to the seal. I mean, honestly, it should be fine. So when I first cracked open my first seal on my first playthrough, I did it on the settler difficulty, but I think seals function differently back then, way easier to finish than they are today. So I'm interested to see whether or not this actually needs 3 3 separate challenges done to break the seal. You're embarking on an expedition to the sealed forest early. Your mere presence there will trigger the end of the cycle. What do you mean? This is the last one. We can't possibly fit another town in. Okay. You have only one chance to reforge the seal before the Blightstorm comes. Yeah, so to just refresh everything. So let's do it. Forest. We get that plus 10 Citadel resources if we beat the seal. So that's fine. Okay. So food should not really be a problem if they're coming from the trees, the meat there. And also extra fuel for the sea marrow. I'm guessing they're quite low percentages though. So we'll have to sort of keep an eye on fuel maybe, he said confidently. Berries, roots. Got clay, not stone. And then how much soil? Average amount. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, hang on, 45 stockpiles. No, we want this one. It gives me 54. I honestly don't know why. It's a little bit extra. It's right next to it. But we'll take it because that's free resources. Okay. Are those faces in the trees? Woodcutters don't increase hostility, but every 10 felled trees add 2 hostility points. Yeah, so if you take too long, your hostility is going to grow like very quickly. It shouldn't be too bad though, being on veteran difficulty, but we'll soon find out. Hidden seal. A broken ancient seal is hidden somewhere in the forest. To find it, you must first look for clues in the surrounding glades. So just when you crack open a glade and it's in there, it sort of points you in the right direction to where the seals are. And we'll get to those in a minute. Its mere presence in this land summons foul plagues upon your settlement during the storm. So they're like extra debuffs, and they just sort of go through a cycle where I think there's like 4 or 5, or maybe even more now, but different debuffs, and then it'll just cycle through them each storm. The good news is though, it's only during the storm that those extra bad effects happen. Some of them though can be very brutal. Okay. The beacon tower. Forgot about that. This powerful ancient structure will allow you to summon aid directly from the Citadel. I'll show you that when we get in there. That's quite handy, although I do often forget that I've got it. And it's like the biggest building in the game, I'm pretty sure. So hard to forget, but I still manage it. And then overgrown trees with a lot more resource charges can be found in the forest. I'll show you that when we get in there, but it's just a way to combat this particular biome effect. And you'll see why in a minute. I'm going to start with some stone just in case we get an early glade event. Just like I normally do. And then we're going to have 10 people with not much food. Now, I will take extra food. Yeah, we'll do veteran. It's done. Can't go back now. Okay. And we still have the forest mysteries. So gain 1 free cornerstone reroll every reputation point gained during drizzle. So we've had that one before. Storm just works as normal on this map. The hearth resistance has decreased by 300. That's fine. That's to do with blight rot. Probably not going to affect us too much this run. Oh wow, level 3 hostility and you need complex food and housing. Okay. And if they don't have that, -2 penalty to their resolve. So we're going to have to really focus on complex food. So this run, because all 3 species want biscuits, I really have to try and get biscuits. Pies are shared by 2. It is a good thing that we've got all 3 covered there, which should mitigate this, but I have to get biscuits. And I'll have to check it in a minute, but I don't think this map has grain on it. Insatiable hunger. Villagers have a higher chance of consuming twice the amount of food on each break, 10% per hostility level. Not too fussed about that, because there's going to be meat in the trees. Which sounds weird to say now that I think about it. But the food should take care of itself, I hope. And then housing and services for level 5. If we can keep our wood cutting down, we shouldn't get to hostility 5. What's the penalty? 50% chance of consuming double the amount of food. It's not the end of the world even if we do get that, to be honest. Okay. Welcome to the sealed forest. Now, the trees here, it's only a 10% chance for food and the other things. Okay. So each tree cut down provides hostility. And these are the overgrown trees I were talking about. They've got 20 charges. So I tend to try and focus these bigger trees for wood because it means the hostility is going to grow slower. But then getting through to glades, you have to cut through the other trees. So you're guaranteed to bring up hostility that way. You kind of have to keep an eye on your hostility because you don't have that backup of just kicking all your woodcutters out during the storm, because it's not affecting hostility on this particular biome. So I think the smartest choice straight up is going to be popping one there, and I'll just mark these overgrown. We'll mark the overgrown. Oh, that's new. Oh, that's right. So it's an individual tree selector now, I think. So it's a little bit more precise. Yeah, heaps better for cutting into that glade. That's cool. Okay. So there... I'll just select those three for... I think it'd be safe to do them all. I don't want to open the glade, though, without being in control. Is that one there? Might just remove that just to be safe. And then what we will do is... Which way do I want to go? Oh, that is so good. The zoom distance used to be stuck like, what, here? No, not even, like here. And now, get a much better view of the map. Oh, this... I'm liking this. Okay. So we will eventually go here then if we're already cutting those bigger trees. Dangerous, dangerous. Do I want to go south? How's north looking? Oh, you got a massive bunch of trees there. That'd be great for less hostility. I don't think it's going to be too much of a concern which way we choose. So let's go up. I also do like cutting around the warehouse though, just to get more room to put buildings closer. Let's go. I'm going to immediately bust through this glade. Oh, no, you're sharing those. So I will tell them to just cut those three. And then once I've cut those three, I'll put them here or maybe move them somewhere else. Because the main reason I want to get this small glade open immediately is I can't remember what it's called, but the seal dude who will point us in the right direction. Oh yeah, it doesn't really matter if I want to go up actually, because if the large seal we need to reforge is not this way, we're not going to go that way. We're going to go find the seal as early as possible, and I'll explain why when we get a little closer to that. So for now, beaver, beaver, beaver. Oh, and we will pop a human in here just to slow down the impatience, because I think I mentioned it in the last video, but I'll mention it again now. If I max out reputation, we actually don't win this map. We have to get the seal closed, and then while still fighting the impatience off. So I got plenty of time to do it, and then also full resolve will... Like, I don't even know if resolve will keep the... it will reduce the impatience if you... I've got to pay attention. I'm not actually setting people to do handy things. So pop those there. We are going to need a fourth. We'll get our food income started. Foragers? Herbalist. Oh, well in that case, I think we'll pop the harpy on that because they enjoy working with the alchemical side. We'll get the stonecutters going early. Be on fast speed. Yes, so if the resolve... Say we earned a resolve point through reputation, but we're maxed out here, I don't know if that'll reduce the impatience. Have a quick look at the orders. 10 planks is very easy. Pack of crops. It's probably going to be easy. We've got berries here as well, which I'm pretty sure you could use in the pack of crops. I do like planting crops is faster. Let's pick that. 15 amber. That's going to be very easy to do. Oh, +1 to planks would be very strong here because of the problems we're going to have with cutting down wood and hostility. Yeah, I can't not pick that. Jerky. So we do have a need for jerky, which is the harpies. We'll get the beaver resolve up. 2 randoms versus 2 beavers. Do we have insects on the map? We do. So the +1 insects there would be quite handy. I think I will choose that one for the 2 random villages. Quickly look at our... Oh, wow, you're in there already. So we do have a farm, and then this is the fellow I was talking about. Guidance stone. So he is pointing up, which is awesome because that's the way I wanted to go anyway. So just judging from the angle, I'd say the seal's in this one, so we're going to find it very quickly, which I am happy about. Now the question is, I think those bad effects happen regardless of, like, the extra bad effect in the storm happens anyway, even if we haven't found it yet. So do I just dig straight there so we can start working on it and I can show you what it is or not? Like, I kind of feel that's the way to go. So if we mark almost to the glade and then wait for the trader, because even though it's got the seal in there, which is its own whole other business, it's still going to have a dangerous glade event as well. Yeah, I'd say we do that, because I also don't have a farm to get that started yet either. Okay. 75% chance to double yields in the farms under the effect of biscuits. Now that could be very strong if we've got a way of making biscuits. We don't have grain on this map. And then if I want to pick the regular farm to get the grain, the regular farm is not as good as the plantation for food. Gain 10 jerky for every 10 pie produced. That'd be fantastic for the harpies and their resolve. Oh, that's another thing. They all 3 of them want coats, so we're going to have to get coats as well. 2 want education. It's about all they share in common between themselves. Cool. Leisure, doubling their yields. So this one I want to just sit on because that biscuit diet's very strong. If we can get the regular farm. Lumber mill has to be the choice here. Getting planks as efficient as possible while we've got this mechanic with the wood and the hostility. Gotta pick it. Okay. Man, that's tough. I want to get it now so food's not a problem, but we'll have to spend another one later for the other farm if we want grain. What a choice to make. On this map, we've got berries and mushrooms, so herbalist camp would be quite handy if we were to find, say, like a large node of either of those things. Roots on the foragers camp, so that's 1 out of 3 that's handy, so not too strong. And then meat and insects for the trappers camp as well. I'm just going to get the plantation, so at least we know. Of course you do this to me, game. I mean, it'd be absolutely rude not to pick that now. Cool, so we've got 2 farms. Wow, okay. Gonna do me like that in my own house, huh? Alright. Wow. Sorry, I will get over that eventually. Now, I also need to just pop down the crude workstation so we get planks started and the trading post. 3 builders, this is fine. So I will just let this run. Sorry, I've had a pause for much longer than I've probably needed to. That's okay. Just let this run for a little bit. Have a quick drink. I wish that was coffee. Probably could get the farm plots down sooner rather than later. But we're really waiting on the wood supplies right now to get these other things built. They're a little bit more important, I feel. I do have 3 and 3, don't I? Yeah. Okay, so you are almost ready. So once they're like close enough, I think I will just get them to cut over to these ones here. Actually, let's do that now. Just to really mitigate this issue with hostility. Oh, so I think I will choose this one now because we're gonna crank biscuits this run. Okay, harpy over meow, thank you. God, I love the color palette of this one. Much darker, but still like shades of crimson and whatnot. And then the orange from the sun. Love it. Okay, I'll turn those off just so they prioritize the planks. We'll stop at about 10. And once that is, once they've got those 10 planks, we will get the lumber mill. I'm gonna need fabric as well. Do we have a way of making fabric? Oh, leather from the trees. Yep. Might pop them both on because we can chuck 2 people in there in the storm. Have we built everything? Oh yeah, just that. So 1 and 2. Lovely. Now, is a plague going to hit us as well? Yes. New plague of mosquitoes. Bitten villagers can't focus on work. Global production speed is 50% slower. Oh, beautiful. But it's only for the storm though, and it's only a couple of minutes, so it should be fine. We don't have lizards for once as well. The resolve will drop relatively quickly. I can't just leave the whole lizards to tank it this time. So we've got to keep everybody a little happier than normal. Oh. Got Farloof coming first. You know what? I think it's time that we crack open that glade. Alright, I couldn't deselect that because it was mid-animation of falling over. Let's get you... How far away are you? 2 minutes. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, naturally you're not making the planes, are you? Just keep an eye on her. Okay. Lots to look at. So I'll move that a little bit closer, try and get them in there a little quicker. Wait, what? Oh, it needs bricks and fabric, not wood. Yeah, my bad. So just for now then, keep making the fabric. I kind of want to keep the stone in case something in here needs it. Let's do that for now. Maybe I'll go get some clay. I think that's a good plan for you. And then we'll just wait to see what... Oh, no we won't. I want to see what we got here. So... Need for education fulfilled increases global production speed by 5%. Keep an eye on that perhaps. Oh yeah, traders... So +2 more trade routes for every trader, which is fine. No trader will arrive until we complete 3. So that's... I think that might be down from 5, which is maybe what the patch has rebalanced. 3 trade routes would actually not be too difficult. Do we have... We don't have... Oh, cool. When you don't have things, they're outlined in red. That's a nice touch. I don't think I've got an easy way of getting provisions either, which is a shame. So that one would be quite tricky. And then apart from... No, that actually still would be quite useful, I think. Gain 40 meat and 40 grain for each completed... Oh, okay, I think that's quite strong just for the grain. And then if we get something that does flour, biscuits should be no problem. I think that's too strong not to pass up. And then it won't make it obsolete, but it'll make it very less effective, the small farms. Just because we don't have a way to make flour right now, I am going to make a plantation here though, just because it is more efficient on food. And then we're going to accept these newcomers. 2 humans and 1 beaver. So I prefer the humans, but also there's 3. I want more people. Oh, and they fixed my stone problem. Or my stone worry. Cool. Did I get a beaver? I did. I'll pop a beaver on there just for a little bit more production. Cool. Now just before I forget, I will focus them on these bad boys. Cool. So in this whole time that they've cut through all that, like 12 or so trees, these guys have only got through like a couple. So it's much stronger to tell them to get these bigger ones, I feel. It might not be optimal, but seems to work pretty well. Now this is the seal. This is what we're here for. So before I do that, I'm just going to take stock of what else we've got. We do have some more soil, so I will take advantage of that. Meat production, large roots, so we can't use those. And then this. Now, what's your consequence? Destroys all trade goods in the warehouse. Packs of goods, amber, and ancient tablets. We don't have any ancient tablets. We don't have any packs of goods. Do we have any amber? It's actually not an issue because it doesn't have an impatience point modifier there. So not the end of the world if we can't do it. I probably would like that reputation though, just because we're already almost at 2 points. They could be very handy to sell though, and we could do it because of the wildfire essence. I mean, we don't really need that much wildfire essence. I'm going to have a think about this, and I'm going to stop keeping you in suspense. Ancient seal. It is 3. Okay. No, it's 4. So the way this works, I might just go through Raha. The seal opens, unleashing the vengeful monstrosities trapped beneath. Hungry for revenge, they unleash plagues across the settlement with every storm. Your only chance of success is to collect 4 parts of the Ancient Guardian and close it. For each part, you must complete only one of the 3 objectives. So this is quite handy as well, because normally I try and like calculate between the drizzle, clearance, and storm. I honestly can't remember how long each thing is. So, but the Plague of Malady will happen on the next storm. So 7 minutes and 10 seconds away. What is that plague? Villagers take 50% longer rests and have a 100% higher chance of consuming twice as much food during a break. Being that we're quite low on food, that is going to be a bit of a pain, but it's not going to be a deal breaker. So, oh wow, that is a lot. So you get these 3 choices, and then you fill one of them, and then it'll fill this up, and then that one will bring 3 new, that one will bring 3 new. I think that one will bring 3 new as well, or it'll just end the game. I can't remember. And then you get epic cornerstones each time you complete one. Okay, that is good to know. So 12, 12, 12. That's quite expensive, so probably not going to go for that one. Open or send cash is 3. I think that'd be the easiest one to do. We'll have to open a few more glades though. Install at least 8 rain engines in production buildings. That is quite easy to do. I haven't shown you that yet because we don't tend to use rain engines, but they're cheap to install the rain engine in at least. It's just 8 different production buildings. I think that'll take a while because we've currently got 1 and 2. these guys can't do it because they're not producing. Yeah, I actually think sending the 3 caches back is the way to go. Let's see what Fala brings, and then we might even have to crack this one open, I think. They're not going to be able to do it before... Oh, they might be able to do it before he gets here, actually, if we just sneak around that way. Again, I don't have any money, though. Nah, we'll be right. Let's just do it. Oh, 2 humans on there, please. Get that started. I will get the... small farm or plantation. I suppose it doesn't really matter. I'll put the farm down there. And then they can crank that. The path, just to make this a bit easier. I'm pretty sure you just acquire, yeah, even with all these ones, I don't think they have to take them to the event, which is nice. Ah, that's a point. I wonder if the reward changes depending on which one you finish. Because they've gone to the effort to give them different descriptions and names. And then I wonder if they give the same cornerstone every time. That'd be interesting to know. Oh, are they going to make that? We'll see. Yep, should be right. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on! Oh no! It didn't even open it! Ah. Okay, well. So... we don't have stone, so that's not useful. These are what you put in to make the rain engine things count. You just need to install pipes. Pretty simple. There's a button to do it on each building. Might as well show you while we're here. So this is a production building, the crude workstation. You can tell because it says can produce, and then it says can use there. I would mouse over it, but it'll go away. But yes, so it can use stormwater. That one can use stormwater. Anything that can use water, you can do this on. And then it's... oh, maybe I won't show you. I can't remember how to do it. Oh, so it's not built yet. Silly. Oh, no, still not there. Is that something you have to unlock later, maybe? God, that's embarrassing. I can't actually remember how to do it. Maybe you do have to unlock it. Yeah, no, must be. I wouldn't forget something like that. But they've normally got like a third little tab here, which is install the pipes and then off you go. So I will, before I forget, just pop a mark on those. Maybe that one as well. And then... now, what can I actually buy from you that's going to be handy? So we need to open caches, so we're going to need a bunch of tools. But I don't think I can afford many right now. Do I just let him go? No, give me some fabric just to kickstart the playthrough. Do you have bricks? You don't have bricks. We can make some bricks though, so that's fine. How much is that? 4.5. Beautiful. Oh, happy with that. Okay. Trade goods we can't... oh no, we can make in the lumber mill. Okay, good to know. 10 comfort decorations and 8 pack of crops would be very easy to do. We would get 3 humans and some bonus resolve for them. Oh, that's a tough call as well. Traders will arrive 15% quicker. Like, that's going to be very strong. I know it's not much, but we're going to be stuck at a point where we're going to need a bunch of things from the traders later, I think. let's do that. Can just buy those two, which is easy. What's that? Workers who are assigned to a workplace that matches their comfort specialization receive an additional +2 resolve from the comfortable effect. I think that's new. I've never seen that before. Like as in yesterday's patch new. That's really cool. And I always assign things to their workplaces. That I'm going to have to just try that out. So they're easy to buy. Let's do it. That's actually really cool. Okay. Wonderful. Well, I think it's a good time to pop in a cut. As always, thank you very much for watching, and then we'll pick up this one on the next episode and try and get out of this mess. Ciao.